Welcome to the Smoking Gorilla Lounge. I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave, and tonight we're going to be reviewing the Barba Purple Robusto,
Absolutely.
right?
Did you say Barbara?
No, Barba, the
La
beard.
Barba. Okay.
La Barba.
Yeah.
Barba. Like Barbosa?
The two guys
Oh.
that rolled this, Tony Bellato and Craig Rossi.
Yeah.
They have beards, so, they're into beards.
And they're friends.
They're friends from Ohio.
Yeah. And what, was it Tony, whose dad was in the tobacco business for like 40 years, and the other kid was, he was doing
Ohio?
He got into cigars, and then they kind of blended it together.
Yeah.
Is that like, the Mexican hot sauce from New York City?
Well, Ohio's a good spot for cigars.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's near Pennsaldania, which is
Okay.
a great place for cigars.
All right.
Yeah.
This also had help from
Robert
Caldwell and also Henderson Ventura.
Yes.
I feel better now.
What's that?
Yeah, that's...
I feel better now.
So, the
Feel safe.
the
I'm
Havana...
in my safe space.
Now Caldwell's in there. I'm good now.
My safe space. My millennial safe space.
So, I'm going to, kind of talk about what's in it, maybe.
Well, that's a good idea.
Hey
So
Dave,
the
why don't you
Havana-
talk about what's in it?
Hold on one second here, Greg.
Why don't you
Let
talk
me just
about what's
get
in
through
it?
this here
Yeah.
real quick.
You going to play a recording for us this time?
British
No.
accent.
So, Habana Vuelta Abajo, Ecuadorian wrapper. Okay. And then we have a Dominican Corojo binder. And then they took both of those tobaccos for the filler, and then they also used a Carbonell filler as well.
Carbonell is a kind of enigmatic sort of rarely used tobacco. Sort of.
Yeah, not too much information on that.
Yeah, it's a sweet, it'll give you like a sweet, creamy kind of thing with the Carbonell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, no British accent.
No British accent. Yeah, so we've just got that beautiful wrapper on here with that nice triple cap. Habana wrapper.
Ecuador, yeah, but it's like seed from the Pinar del Rio region in Cuba
Right.
that they grew in Ecuador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's got that nice shade to it, little veiny, little kind of, little gleam to it, little oily.
Kind of, yeah, mine's a little oily. Is your oily too?
Yeah. Great.
How was the foreplay?
The foreplay was very nice. So we were getting, I was getting a little kind of scattle and sweet on the kind of barnyard.
Yeah, like a barnyard and sweet on the wrapper. And then
Wrapper.
there was that sweetness. You said you were picking up something else, like a
the
chocolate.
foot. I was definitely it was like almonds and chocolate kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it was very nice. And then the dry draw was, kind of a prunish. I get that a lot. It's typical.
Yeah, I didn't get like a whole lot on the dry draw at all. Just basically that barnyard.
You weren't sucking hard enough, Dave. You need
Must
to
not have
suck
been.
harder.
I didn't have the
Folks,
O-ring.
if you're not getting anything on the dry draw, suck harder.
Well, it does take half the average time to smoke a cigar.
That's true. Yeah.
Even eating. We went out to dinner the other
You
night,
just gobbled it up.
and I was like halfway done with my burger. I looked over, and he's
I
on,
know.
wiping up the
fries.
last of his
And we
fries
go to like
or
some
something.
nice places around
Yeah.
Orange County, and like you sit across from Dave and you're like paying $20 for a meal or something or whatever, and Dave's over there like, man, I haven't even finished my little because I'm one of those guys that eats in like
An order.
in order.
Yeah.
So it's always the vegetables,
Cold to
first,
hot, or
potatoes,
hot to cold.
whatever. And because I'm kind of like savoring that main course,
Yeah.
I look over and Dave's gone. It's done.
I know.
I'm ready for dessert.
Well,
I'm ready for dessert.
I put it all together,
Well,
It's,
even at the old ship, when it got to desserts, you were still
back.
savoring your dessert. He's like slurping and licking
the
the bottom.
old chef?
The ship.
The old
The
ship.
old ship.
The old ship. And he's like licking the bottom of his bowl. He's done.
I know.
I
Licking
enjoy
it.
food.
What was his dessert?
Quickly.
Spotted dick? Or what did he have for dessert? Sticky toffee pudding is what we
Yeah,
had.
that sticky
God.
toffee pudding is so good.
Folks, if you're ever in Orange County, California, visiting Disneyland or something like that, or whatever,
Or the Smoking Gorilla Lounge.
you gotta hit the old ship. There's one in Fullerton, California, and one in Santa Ana, California. And they're both kind of equidistant from the Disney area. And great food, though. Really good. I like
English pub food.
the Scottish Brighty, the meat, with the
I got a
whiskey in
different
it.
pie last time.
What'd you get?
I forget what I got, but it was pretty freaking good.
What'd you get?
I got
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
They got great
An
fish and
English
chips.
favorite. I mean, it was. I had choice of cod or some other fish. I got cod. I like cod. So
They're good, though.
yeah, it was very good. Yeah, I should have went with one piece instead of two giant pieces, so I could have had dessert. But I was so full on those I mean, large pieces of cod.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Good
speaking
stuff.
of cod, you two back there.
Yeah.
Talking about Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, we
Did
have,
they ever serve cod in any Stanley Kubrick movie?
We have Smoking Grill Mark with us tonight from the lounge. He's also he has his own. You want to talk about your your YouTube channel, Mark?
No. No, I don't.
I don't want to cross-pollinate you guys.
The guy's like on camera all the time, and he's like a meek little mild person
it's
back
kind of
there.
one of those shows that it's one of those shows if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
what Eric said.
Homogenized, pasteurized, and
Yeah, so you guys were talking about the Stanley Kubrick movie Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
And Mark and I were sitting one night watching the movie, smoking a cigar, and knowing the background with Stanley Kubrick, how he never left England, I was starting to notice that all the palm trees looked the same from scene to scene, and they were all dried up. And then started noticing it looked like there was like piles of rubble around every time there was a palm tree. So it looked like they just used the same dozen palm trees over in every scene. And then we just started noticing all the kind of, what do you call that, when incongruities between the scenes, or the
continuity problems.
Yeah, there's a lot. I read, I forgot, there was a dollar figure, I forgot what it was, to import the palm trees and plastic trees. He had a bunch of plastic shit too, just to fill in backgrounds or cover things up,
Yeah.
you know what I did notice though is you do a really good. What is it? Not which Baldwin brother is that?
Adam Baldwin.
Adam
He's not
Baldwin.
one of the
He's
Baldwin
not one of the
brothers.
brothers.
He
Well,
just happens to be Baldwin.
He's got a Baldwin name, but
Because, none
what
of
was
the
that line
Bald-
that he did
other
with,
than-
Matthew Modine. though?
Other than Alec Baldwin, the other ones can't act.
So anyway, the line he did with Matthew Modine, can you repeat that? Where they're talking back and forth.
Oh, you talk the talk and you walk the walk.
There we go.
My balls.
There we go. Yeah, you did a really good one there. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. But Stanley, we're big fans of Stanley Kubrick. Clockwork Orange,
I
Absolutely.
don't like
Barry
that
Lyndon,
one. 2001.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket,
Hal.
The Shining, Red Rum.
No, there's some, when you really deeply think about The Shining, it's a very disturbed, film that's like, the story sometimes just doesn't make any sense. And whoever picked Shelley, is Shelley Duvall, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking horrible actress. How did she ever score movies? It's horrible.
She played Olive Oil.
Again,
Duvall
Graham,
did it
Miss
quite well.
Duvall, we are very, very sorry for what
Yeah,
Director
exactly.
Greg has
I
said.
personally,
The opinions of the producer are not necessarily the opinions of the two of us.
opinion of the director. Yeah, Shelley, I love you,
yeah, I bet you do.
and I love Jack, especially that line. Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Dude, look at that crazy face.
Oh, he was good.
Dave does a great crazy face.
You can't handle the truth.
Speaking of Love and Jack, are you having a Mike moment?
Why is that? Oh, did I spike it?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
What?
Mike?
You know what? You've really gone down into the gutter tonight, Director Greg. I'm very displeased with
Are
your
you?
demeanor, your tone,
Screw
and your
you.
actions.
Wow.
Carry on. What
very
were you guys talking
disciplinary.
about cigars, or were we on a movie review?
So anyway, the initial light, I was getting a slightly grassy and sweet thing going on. And the light, what were you getting on the light? The
No,
initial
no
light?
dead palm trees, or
It was kind of,
Kind of grassy, kind of, a little bit of a sweetness there
yeah, it was good.
on the initial, yeah.
Yeah.
is
But
it
it's
too
developing. I mean,
too
it's,
beaucoup?
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever that means.
This is not a punk.
We're very sorry for Director Greg today, folks.
Yeah,
We're
I
very
don't know.
sorry.
I mean,
He's got somebody to show off in front of, so he's
Oh.
like,
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, you start talking about movies with him, and he just he turns into the alpha male, the alpha
That's true.
director.
That's true. You talk about certain things with Director Greg, he just takes over.
He does, definitely.
Very,
But that's okay.
yeah.
It's
Sure,
it's
that's
triumvirate going on here.
Yeah.
Get
Like
back
it.
get back on the subject. Come on, let's move on.
Oh, look at that,
Stanley Kubrick?
man! You are like pushing things along tonight, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. Strong.
You like a
Alrighty.
strong
Dr.
you like a
Greg.
strong man? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway,
Yeah.
with that being said, we'll see you.
We'll
in a
see
minute.
you after we burn this down past the bin. Okay?
Okay.
just loves peeking the mic.
All right, we'll see you soon. Welcome back to this. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're back. We're back.
We're back.
Jesus.
There's that intense, yeah. Welcome back.
You are a sound engineer's nightmare, you know that?
Good.
You need to compress it.
Compress the sound. Well,
Something.
you're a sound guy.
There's only so much you can do when you're peeking.
He's peeking.
I'm peeking, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm peeking.
It's a stewardess
So-
thing coming out. This is emergency training.
Anyway, welcome back to the Smoking Grill Lounge, where we're reviewing the La Barba Purple Robusto. It's a 5x50. It's a wonderful cigar.
It's you know,
Dave had some construction problems,
a lot.
and so he's going to give his best review.
Well, you know, I mean, I really didn't get a lot. I mean, there was a big hole down the middle.
Show the camera the hole. You can see the hole. See?
Yes, I know.
Show him your hole, Dave. Show
Remember-
him your hole.
There's my
The
hole.
closer you put it, the more out of focus it is.
So yeah, it was holy. It was blessed.
It
But,
was.
I got a lot of char and a lot of tobacco, and you know, the last bit. I'm
Yes.
just gonna go right to the last
Go
bit and
for
let
it.
you talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because and then there was like a little bit of a sweetness in the very end with tobacco, but all in all, I had a big problem with this. It was almost like it was a perfecto. Because you know I'm perfecto challenged.
Yeah.
So anyway, I defer
That
to
does
you.
remind me of that Davidoff we reviewed that time.
Right? I mean,
Yeah, once in a while we pick up sticks and they're not. I had one once that was, I was faking it a review once, but I won't tell you which one. I'm very sorry. I apologize.
so what were you getting?
So what I was
though?
getting, this is a wonderful cigar. As I mentioned, I think earlier in the last segment, there was grassy kind of at the beginning, which was nice, a little kind of veggie kind of thing, which is typical for some reason. But I was getting this really nice sweet cola thing the first half of the cigar. It was really cool. I don't know what I would attribute it, which tobacco, which part of it. Maybe that
Carbonell?
could have been the Carbonell. It was
Yeah.
very nice and creamy, and it had a tang too, like a citrus tang. And as it morphed into the second half, so I only got like 2 halves out of the cigar. I didn't get a middle third or anything. It just kind of remained kind of citrusy and tangy, and then got kind of a little woody for me, and but it's still tangy, a little talky, you know, sort of. But it's all in all, I really enjoyed the cigar. It was really good. Sorry, Dave.
Well, don't be sorry.
Yeah,
Just
so-
construction. I'm
Yeah, so
sorry.
I would highly recommend this cigar. It's a very good cigar.
Yeah.
Do you want to rate it?
I don't. I'm going to defer to you on a rating on this because my rating, I don't think it's conducive to the overall construction of the rest of the cigars in the world that are out here of this cigar. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to defer to you.
Yeah, I'm going to say these guys did a really good job with the cigar, and I've smoked several in the last week and a half or so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I rated somebody's box. I won't say where I got them from. But yeah, they're very good. So I'm going to give this a 7.5. It's a good cigar, bang for buck. But I don't know, probably what, hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm going to rate it.
So subscribe and like. Subscribe and like. Subscribe and like.
What are we
Smoking
What are we
Grill
subscribing
Lounge.
to?
I think Dave's trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
do you-
Subscribe and like.
Would that be on our Facebook and Twitter pages and all that?
Yeah.
Instagram. And,
Instagram,
Yeah. Follow,
YouTube.
comment,
YouTube.
subscribe, and like.
yeah, there you go. All right. Well, with that, we'd like to thank you all for joining us
Yes.
for this review of the La Barba Purple Robusto. This has been Eric and Dave bringing the truth to the world.
One cigar at a time. Thanks for watching.